I said, I'm not doing anything. And of course, the doctors thought that I was crazy, and they sent me to a shrink because they said, obviously something is wrong with this lady.
You need an alkaline body is what you need when you have cancer. Yeah.
So, so I did. I went to a shrink, and I told her how wonderful my life was, and she goes, wow, that's really interesting. I really don't get a whole lot of people that come to me and tell me that their life's great. I said, yeah, everything's fine in my life. I just have this cancer thing.
Yeah.
And she goes, okay. So let's talk about that cancer thing. And so that's how I kind of got onto my wellness journey. And I was really resistant for a while to do anything about it. And then I got another kick in the butt from a friend who told me to basically, instead of most people when you have cancer, you know, they feel bad for you, right? And instead she yelled at me and she says, what, you feeling sorry for yourself? I said, as a matter of fact, I do. And she goes, well, get up. You're a great journalist. You can do this. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm dying. And she's like, no, you're not. You know, you're very much alive. And so it was one of those things where I hung up the phone and I was like, whoa, what just happened? She just like literally did like this to me.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, and it was good. And so it did wake me up, and I put on my investigative journalist shoes, and I took a walk into the wellness. And on my path, because of my journalist credentials, I was able to get on hold of, you know, big doctors and scientists and pathologists and alternative care practitioners, and everybody who was dealing with some form of, you know, looking into and whatever, looking for cure, which now I believe is kind of baloney in a way, because there is cure, and
the cure is natural.
Yeah.
Yes.
And but it's not just natural; it's more complex than that. But that said, I've kind of, you know, I dove into that, and I was. Every appointment that I went to, I asked questions, and I recorded every doctor, and I created a line of soups, which is what I have now, and that's how Elina came to life.
Elina.
Yeah, Elina, and wrote a book.
And I started ordering.
Yeah, and so this is kind of Ayurveda and Chinese medicine and naturopathy in a bowl, because the goal was to strengthen my immune system and to reprogram my genetic code and change the epigenetics of my genes, because, you know, we are born to believe that we have a blueprint, DNA blueprint that cannot be changed, but that's not the case anymore. There was a new study called epigenetics. And epigenetics, you know, is looking into how to change your DNA. And that's fascinating and very new and very cutting edge. And by working with all of these different doctors and scientists and pathologists, I was able to kind of stumble upon it and create my own little, you know, protocol for myself, and heal myself, and in the process, you know, create a company that now helps other people heal.
Delicious soups.
Yeah,
you delivered them to me. So fantastic. Yes.
Yeah.
So you cured yourself from cancer with these fabulous soups and a whole program. Like you said, it's not just as simple as what you eat, but it's reprogramming your mind, your mindset, and doing healing rituals, really. And it's really about who you hang out with and your thoughts and eating, exercise, meditation, the whole thing.
The whole thing.
But everyone should look up Elina because it's amazing.
Thank you.
And now your daughters are vegetarian, vegans. So let's introduce them. Fabulous daughters. Yes. We got Madeline and Isabel. Yes. Hi.
Hi. Good to see you.
Thank you for coming on.
Oh,
this is
course.
Great. Yeah. So Madeline, we met because you were Ava's singing teacher.
Yes, and like singing teacher in French.
Yes.
Little.
Yes.
Like
or
tutoring.
French.
Yeah.
Yes.
We just hung out.
Yes.
In an educational.
Yeah. Like my
setting.
daughter needs to know French.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah. Like through a friend of a neighbor.
Yes.
So random.
Yes.
But obviously everything happens for a reason, and I definitely believe that. 'Cause
Yes.
Look at where